Hey, good to see you back. Let me tell you something most people never hear early enough. Big results almost never come from one big moment. They come from small choices, repeated again and again when nobody is watching. You will see this pattern everywhere, in sports, in music, in language. The people who seem to move fast are usually the ones who quietly master the boring parts first, the parts everyone else skips. Today, that boring part is rule number 4 from our 60 Important Rules of Grammar series. It looks like a simple connector, words like either, neither, and not only. But hidden inside it is a rule that decides whether your sentence is right or wrong every single time these words show up. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes. This one rule alone will fix mistakes you might be making without even noticing. This video have 5 steps, so let's start from the first one. Step 1. Meet the connector pairs. Today we are looking at 3 word pairs. They never travel alone. They always come as a team. The first pair is either, with, or. It means this one or that one. A simple choice between two. The second pair is neither, with, nor. It means not this one and not that one either. This pair is negative. The third pair is not only with but also. It means not just this thing but this other thing too. This pair adds emphasis. Each of these pairs connects 2 subjects in one sentence, and that is exactly where today's main trap begins. Step 2. The rule of proximity. Here is the single most important idea in this whole lesson. Read this part twice if you need to. When 2 subjects are joined by either or, neither, nor, or not only, but also, the verb does not agree with the first subject. It does not agree with both subjects added together either. The verb agrees with only one subject, the one sitting closest to the verb. This is called the rule of proximity. Proximity simply means nearness, so all you have to do is find the subject that sits right next to the verb and ignore the other one completely when you choose singular or plural. This one rule replaces all the guessing. No more wondering if you should add the subjects together. No more confusion. Just look at who stands closest to the verb. Step 3. Proximity in action. Let us see this rule work inside real sentences. Not only Ram but also his friends were present. Here we have 2 subjects, Ram, which is singular, and his friends, which is plural. Which one sits closer to the verb were? Friends does. So the verb becomes plural, were, not was. Now try this one. Neither the size nor the color of the clothes suits him. Look closely here. There are 2 subjects joined by neither nor. The size and the color, both of them are singular on their own. So the verb stays singular. Suits, not suit. Here is the part where most learners slip. Sometimes a sentence has a plural word sitting nearby, but that word is not the real subject. It is just extra information. The size of the clothes suits him. Read this slowly. Clothes sits right before the verb, and it looks plural, so many learners rush to use suit instead of suits. But clothes is not the subject here. It is simply describing whose size we are talking about. The real subject is size, and size is singular, so the verb must stay singular too. This is why proximity is not just about which word is physically closest. It is about which word is the real subject sitting closest to the verb. Step 4. The splitting trick. Here is something that surprises a lot of learners. Not only but also do not always have to stand glued together. Sometimes the word also gets pulled away from but and placed somewhere else in the sentence. Look at this sentence. Not only Ram but his friends were also present. Notice something here. Also is no longer sitting right next to but. It moved further into the sentence, closer to the verb. This is still completely correct. Do not mark a sentence as wrong just because also is not touching but. English allows this small shift, and it is used often, especially in natural, flowing writing. So when you check a sentence with not only and but also, do not search for the two words standing side by side. Search for both ideas, not only and but also, appearing somewhere in the sentence, doing their job. Step 5. The false pair trap. This final trap is sneaky because it looks exactly like the rules you just learned. Sometimes a sentence already has neither or not only inside it, and then the word and shows up somewhere later. Many learners panic the moment they see this. They assume it must be a mistake and that it should be changed to nor. But that is not always true. Sometimes and is doing a completely different job. It might be connecting two other things entirely, not the subjects joined by neither and nor. Look at this sentence. Neither the leaders nor the followers knew how to trap wild animals and how to prepare them. Here, neither and nor are already doing their job perfectly. Neither the leaders nor the followers. That part is complete and correct on its own. The word and later in the sentence is connecting two separate actions instead, how to trap wild animals and how to prepare them. It has nothing to do with the neither nor structure at all. So, before you change anything in a sentence like this, slow down and ask yourself one question. What is this and actually connecting? If it is connecting something completely separate from your neither nor pair, leave it alone. It is not a mistake. Wrap up. Let us bring it all together. First, either or, neither nor, and not only, but also are connector pairs. They always work as a team. Second, the verb follows the rule of proximity. It agrees only with the subject sitting closest to it, never both subjects together. Third, watch carefully for the real subject. Sometimes a nearby plural word is just extra information, not the actual subject. Fourth, not only and but also can be split apart in a sentence, and that is still correct. Fifth, not every and near these words is a mistake. Read carefully to see what it is really connecting before you change anything. This was rule number 4 out of 60, a small connector holding one of the most useful rules in this entire series. This is exactly why we build this series slowly, one rule at a time, instead of rushing through everything at once. The rules that look the smallest often carry the biggest traps. If this video helped something finally click into place, that did not happen by luck. That happens when you give a small rule the full attention it deserves. Come back for rule number 5. And before you go, hit subscribe on Spark and Speak. Every video here is one more brick in your English. Build it with us, one video at a time. See you in the next one.